Good morning. This week I'm in Dalby Forest. My youngest teen is mountain biking with my husband and we are camping in Dalby Forest. And it rained all night last night, but thankfully the sun's out for now. But I don't think that's likely to stay. Apparently from 1 PM until 10 AM it is going to rain. My teen was in the buzz, so it was nice and dry. And I was in the side awning and was equally nice and dry because I was also in the bivvy bag as well. So I was quite warm and toasty all night. Didn't even need to put the heating on, which was nice. So in Dalby Forest, you can go ape. You can also hire mountain bikes and e-bikes. They've got loads of different trails for you to go and explore, or you can just hike if you don't fancy doing that either. Later on, I will show you my setup with the buzz and the Tuff Trek side awning with the room, with the walls up and everything. Hello, I'm making coffee, which is very late in the day for me to have coffee, but I didn't get a chance to do it this morning because of the mountain biking. And this is the first proper weekend using the Trangia as well. So cooked mac and cheese on her last night and hopefully a cup of coffee before the rain comes in. It's looking a bit ominous though. Yeah, and I'll show you around. This is the setup. So this is where my youngest teen is currently sleeping. We watched a movie in there last night and I can tell you these, although they look thin, they're actually really comfortable to lay on. Follow me and I'll show you the rest of it. This is actually just an awning, but it does come with the option to have walls and a floor, which is very handy. But here is a canvas cutter bivvy bag, which I slept in. I could have just slept in the tent, but it is a lot warmer to sleep in the bivvy bag because there's less wind going on. And here you can look in, you can have a look. Can you see in there? So this is my little coffin, otherwise known as a bivvy bag. But I like this one because it gives me headroom like the whole way through. Only a little bit, but most bivvy bags, they only give you headroom like literally at the top. But this one, if I look down, I can like, it's like a little tiny tent. See? There's my feet. So it's tiny, but it's so cozy and it's so warm. I was quite comfortable turning on my side, on my front last night, moving about. I've got loads of room in here for all my bits. 2 pillows, bit of a luxury really. I've got my water bottle at the front down there. Sleeping mask, other little bits. My light up there. Got some nice little air vents, so when I woke up this morning I didn't have any condensation, but then I probably wouldn't because I'm sleeping in a tent within a tent. I would like to take this up into the hills, try it out. It's super low profile, although having said that, I'm not entirely sure where the dogs are going to sleep. I don't feel restricted. I actually quite like this feeling. I don't think I'd like it if I was asleep in the main awning tent. Just because it's too big and it's too flappy. I kind of feel a bit protected in here, especially because the wind and the rain has been like really lashing, knowing that no matter what the awning leaks, I still have this. I've got a ground sheet and then I've got this as well. It looks like a coffin. It's surprisingly cozy and it was really warm. I actually went to bed with my thermal layers on and these, but I was too hot, so I just slept in my thermals. I went to bed with like hats, gloves, socks. Didn't use any of it. So really cozy. The dogs both share this. They sleep on this out here. Yeah, this is the setup. So pretty handy. The only downside is that if it rains, you do tend to get a little bit of a puddle here. So I had to spend the morning sort of doing this. But could probably be avoided if I put one pole slightly lower. Yeah, the other thing that would stop it from leaking is if we want to get a front runner roof rack, which will be higher than the one we currently have, so that will stop the slacking that you see going on around on the walls. That's totally user error, not Tuff Trek's error. We just need to have it higher. And if it's higher, then the rain would just leak off down there instead of just sitting in a puddle at the top there. So There you go, so I'll set up. Just wanted to tell you a little bit about how this actually works, how it attaches, because it is quite quick. It's two separate things. So you've got the awning itself. So when you don't want the walls, it's literally just the shelter and the poles, and that's it. When you want the walls, it comes as like a cube. There's a slot here at the back. The piece of fabric just slides in along it. You just slide it right the way down. And then once you've done that, you pull all of the wall and the see, it's got its own ceiling as well. And then you just clip them onto these bars and along the side. And then you just peg it out around the bottom, and that's it. It is really windy here at the moment, hence why I've got these extra bits. I just don't want it moving anywhere. Probably overkill, but better that than a wet tent, so. Ready. Why is camp coffee so much nicer than regular coffee? I don't know. Is it just me? I always feel like any food that you eat or coffee that you have while you're camping tastes better. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's mixed with good old-fashioned fresh air.